بتوب ستوريز اليوم مشاهدينا رح نتعرف على مشروع Those Who Inspire، كتاب مخصص للشخصيات الملهمة بلبنان، وهو نسخة لبنانية وسبقوا أكيد عدة نسخات سلطت الأضواء على شخصيات بارزة كمان بعدة دول حول العالم. ضيوفنا هن مؤسسة أو صاحبة الفكرة السيدة دلفين باريتس. Welcome, Delphine. It's our pleasure to have you in our studios.
Thank
you are the founder of Those Who Inspire project, which was launched in 2010. That was the first book that you did.
Yes, in Oman. We started, actually, I have a co-founder, so we're two French girls. We started by being inspired ourselves by a friend who became somebody who became a friend, who is an Omani, and who said we should, inspire the youth and give them local role model and mentors. So the adventure started. We did our first book in Oman. It was a success. It was a success because we met a lot of inspiring people, and they shared their story and they extended the.
So it was by coincidence, Delphine, that you started this project, or because you met so many interesting people that deserve to be told their stories?
It's not really a coincidence, but it is somebody inspired us to give back, to do books, and we were journalists. We were not doing books, but the inspiration was there. You planted the seed, and then we thought, yes, there's so much to do, and so many inspiring people, and mostly the youth. The youth was really in demand of listening and hearing about people's experience. So.
Delphine, please allow me to welcome also Alejandro Andres, who is the director of Those Who Inspire book in Lebanon.
The Lebanese edition,
you were in Lebanon the first time, Alejandro, in 1998?
Yes, as a backpacker.
You were here for your backpacker? Doing sports activities?
Yeah, to take photos, and I was about to go into journalism school, so I said I'm going to tour the Middle East, and I fell in love pretty much the minute I stepped in Lebanon, and ever since, for leisure, for work, for projects, I've been coming, and I suggested Delphine as my boss, why don't we do Lebanon, since it is so full of talent and so vibrant. It has never been as good as it is now before. So she said yes, and we're here.
أليخاندرو اجى على لبنان لأول مرة عام 1992 حتى يشارك بنشاطات رياضية. انغرم إذا بدكم بلبنان، تأثر كثير بعدد من الشخصيات اللي تعرف عليهم، فلما طرحت عليه الفكرة السيدة دلفين أكيد دعمها وحب إنه هو يكون الدايركتور أو المنظم لهالكتاب بدورته بلبنان. Delphine, so the main goal of this book, wherever you presented it around the world, was to highlight interesting, inspiring, special people who have excelled in their fields?
Not only excel, but are maybe achieving their dreams or in the process of achieving their dreams, that are also doing a lot of giving back. We think it's an important component to be inspiring, that are local and that are willing to agree with us to become mentors.
So success is not the main criteria for choosing
it's not about
the
share or the money you make. It's really about being inspiring and achieving dreams. So you can have a businessman, but you could also have a singer,
which
or
is why you
a TV presenter.
Yes. Hopefully. Which is why you chose the title of Those Who Inspire, because inspiring people, unfortunately, are rare these days. So it's important to remind, especially the new generation, how they themselves can be inspiring in a small way even, and they could learn from these people that you've encountered throughout your career.
Yeah, and I think the millennials, they like to share experience. They are very much on social media. They like that. They like co-working. So they really like to listen to other people's experience. And we have to understand that all young out there are not going to become businessmen. Some are going to be happy to be doctors or artists, and we need to tell them different stories.
سألت دلفين شو الكريتير، يعني على أي أساس تم اختيار هالشخصيات اللي تسلطت الأضواء عليهم من خلال مشاركتهم بهالكتاب؟ الكريتير مش بس نجاحهم أو الإنجازات اللي حققوها، ركزوا كثير على العطاء اللي عند هالشخص أو الروح الإنسانية الموجودة عند هالشخص، لأنه ضروري كثير نضوي عليها ونعلم الجيل الجديد أهمية إنه يكونوا أشخاص بيعطوا وبيفكروا بغيرهم. So the first book was done in Oman, and you chose several people. How many people in the first book?
Oman, I think we had about 57 people, something like that. Yes.
Okay.
So there's no golden number.
Okay.
It's really during the time we're there, the people that agreed to meet and also agreed to share their story and to become mentors. Because very important, it's not just sharing the story, it's also they put an email and they will act as mentors. So after, when our books are distributed to the youth in university, because there's one
These books are sold or they're given away?
They're both both things. They are sold. That's what financed the book and financed the donation. So we ask people, partners, companies, entities, individuals sometimes to purchase book. They purchase books to give to the youth that surround them. And then for one book purchase, one book is donated. And we donate those books in priority to public university and to young people that don't maybe have access to mentors.
Okay. We're going to take a short break and we'll continue introducing those who inspire. بنتابع سوا توب ستوريز مشاهدينا، وكمان مرة رح نتعرف على مشروع Those Who Inspire Lebanon، كتاب بيسلط الأضواء على الشخصيات الملهمة بلبنان. كنا we were talking before our break about the type of people that you choose to participate in this book. It's very important that they are mentors, meaning that they have to give back. So they have to be willing to interact with the people who are going to read these books later on.
Yes, that's what they're going to have to do. So either they're going to mentor one-on-one, or they will go to university and do talks. We involve a lot once the book is done, because the book is really more than a book. It's a tool for young people to be inspired, but also to find reliable mentors. Like I said, sometimes they don't have it in their family or with the teachers, and sometimes it's just different than what they hear every day. So they can contact those people personally, or they can say to the teacher, can we bring this person to do a talk in the university? And so that's what has happened before for our previous books.
الشخصيات اللي بيختاروهم ضروري يكونوا مرشدين للأشخاص اللي بيقروا أو بيتعرفوا عليهم، يكونوا موجودين لهم حتى يتواصلوا معهم، حتى يستفيدوا من خبرتهم. هي طريقة حتى هن كمان يعطوا ويتشاركوا خبرتهم، على أمل إنه كل اللي بيقروا هالكتب بيستفيدوا منهم. Alejandro, you're the director for the Those Who Inspire Lebanon book, and you've interviewed about 70 different people who may participate in this book.
No, I have interviewed them already. The audios are in my possession, and they have agreed to not only give the interview, but as well mentor.
Everyone you interview automatically gets included in the book, or it depends on how the conversation goes?
Exactly. Most of the people will be in the book, but then we have like an inspiring committee of local friends and people we like, and they are knowledgeable about the Lebanese reality, who will go through the list and basically make sure that the list is likable and good to go, so to speak. But most of the people will,
أليخاندرو مسؤول عن تنظيم أو تحضير هالكتاب بالنسخة اللبنانية. لحد هلا أجرى مقابلات مع أكثر من 70 شخصية راح يشاركوا أو راح تتسلط الأضواء عليهم من خلال هالكتاب. Were you surprised by the number of people that qualify to be in this book in Lebanon? Lebanon is a small country.
Yes,
70 is a pretty big number.
Yeah, but it's full of talent, and I wasn't surprised because I know Lebanon. I love Lebanon, and I've been coming on and off for leisure or for work, so I knew where I was coming, and I knew what I was proposing to Those Who Inspire, and they immediately said yes, because Lebanon is preceded by its reputation. Now it's becoming very trendy, and not only it's a source of inspiration for many other countries, and by how much talent is being developed in every single aspect and field of activity.
صار جاي على لبنان عدة مرات أو مرات عديدة سيد أليخاندرو، كل مرة عم يندهش أكثر بالمواهب اللبنانية والمهارات اللي عند الأشخاص والإنجازات اللي عم بيحققوها، وبرأيه لبنان صار عنده صيت أو سمعة كثير جيدة بالنسبة للإبداع أو الإنجازات اللي عم بيقدروا يحققوها اللبنانيين، مش بس بلبنان إنما بكل أنحاء العالم. 70 شخصية لغاية اليوم راح يتم مشاركتهم بهالكتاب. Are you interviewing more people? Will there be more people?
Yes, I'm giving the finishing touches editorially, and I might have like another 10 to 15 people, but mostly the editorial part is finished, and I haven't had not a single moment of waste, because I found people constantly, immediately, on a recurrent basis, and they were all very talented, and the reference given by other inspiring people were pretty direct.
I think each person you interview or speak to tells you about another person that deserves to be included.
I ask her, give me names that inspire you. In some of the cases, people go like, they think they're looking at the ceiling and influential Lebanese, and it's no, not exactly influential. It must be inspiring. It can be on the side, successful, wealthy, influential, but it's inspiring. Someone with a heart and a soul, and
it's very very specific.
Yes, yeah, that's someone who can become a role model, you know, for the Lebanese youth, which is the ultimate recipient of the book.
الأشخاص اللي بيختاروه لازم يكونوا نموذج أو مثال أعلى لكل شاب أو صبية بيطمحوا تيبرعوا أو يشاركوا بأي فيلد أو أي مجال معين، وهول هن الأشخاص اللي عم بيركزوا عليهم، مش بس الأشخاص اللي عندهم نفوذ أو سلطة أو مال. هالأشخاص لازم يكونوا عندهم إذا بدكم الانسبيريشن، يكونوا هن الإلهام لغيرهم حتى يتحركوا أو يسعوا أكثر أو يتقدموا وينجحوا أكثر. So when will the book be done?
Most likely in February. We would like to have it ready
by the
February.
end of February or just after.
Okay.
It takes time.
It's a very laborious
Now,
process.
you include their life stories or a short summary or resume of what they've done?
It's a storytelling. It's not, when we say interview, we say interview
it's
to
not
make
a biography, which sometimes is boring.
It's a storytelling. It's the same questions for everybody, and it's about how was it like growing up in Lebanon? You know, the very specific circumstances of this country, lessons learned, challenges, how do you overcome problems?
Or maybe the critical
inspiration?
moments that shaped their characters today.
Exactly. Anecdotes and episodes that shape your life, positive, negative, so they can enlighten and guide the Lebanese youth in their parkour in the near future. You know?
بالحوار مع الشخصيات ركز السيد أليخاندرو على مراحل أو مواقف معينة بحياة الشخصيات اللي التقى فيهم، هاللحظات إذا بدكم اللي شاركت بتكوين شخصيتهم المميزة اللي أدت إلى أنهم يحققوا كل هالإنجازات. In February, is it for sale or are you giving it away or there's a special formula here?
Yes, we have a special business model. So we didn't want young people to have to pay for the book. We wanted the book to be given to them, but we still needed to finance the book. So everywhere, all around the world, when we do our books, we have companies or entities that purchase the book. They like to give it to the young employees to inspire them. In Oman, we have the example of a bank that said, you know, if we give it to everyone who open a bank account who is young, maybe they will become entrepreneur and will be good for the bank. So those are the people who help us and that we need to have to finance the book and finance the donation. For each book purchase, one book is donated to the universities.
هدفهم أن يوصلوا أكبر عدد من هالكتب للشباب والصبايا اللي بعدهم بأول طريقهم بأول حياتهم وبحاجة لمرشد أو حدا يوجههم. لهالسبب الشركات والمؤسسات بتقدر تشتري هالكتب، ونفس عدد الكتب اللي بتنباع رح يقدموها مجانا للشباب والصبايا والطلاب حول العالم. It's a very interesting idea. What's the feedback so far in the other countries that you've launched this book?
Well, yeah, because once the book is launched, that's the most part of our work is that we go to university, we bring some of the inspiring people with us, we give the book, we explain to the young people how they can use the book. So I had young people, you know, running after me in some countries and saying, me too, one day I'll be in a book about my country and I'll make people pride, and so it works very well.
So you feel like you've made a difference with this book?
Yes, we know, of course, we always hear about the best example, but we know that the young people, thanks to our books, have found jobs. Some of us have found money for startup. They have great relation with mentors, and it's always the one that have great experience with what the book gave them that write to us. So we always have really good feedback.
كان هالكتاب بالدول اللي انطلق فيه له تأثير كتير إيجابي على كل الشباب والصبايا اللي تعرفوا على الشخصيات المميزة وكان دافع لهم حتى هن ينطلقوا بالطريق اللي بدهم إياها. So in February we're going to see this book.
Yes.
What's the most interesting thing that we're going to read in this book about Lebanon and the Lebanese?
Well, every single interviewee will respond to that question in his or her own way through the pages, because it's 2 pages per person, same questions for everyone in alphabetical order. So every single page you open is going to be an interesting reply, a very personalized reply.
ضروري نتعرف على الشخصيات بنظرة أليخاندرو. الكتاب رح يكون موجود بلبنان انطلاقا من شباط. Thank you for being with us.
Thank you.
And we hope to have you again in our studios.
Thank you.
ووقفة مشاهدينا ومتابعي حلقتنا، خليكن معنا.